Alright, I think that. Okay. I'm gonna wait for a second and see what's gonna happen. Of course, it's dropping frames. I hope that fixes the problem, because I'm really starting to get annoyed. Mhm. Alright. Now I gotta go on YouTube, get rid of the other ones where I tried to start it and it went in and didn't start. Should be running pretty good right now. Hmm. Content. Just a moment, guys. Alright. The map says I missed a little bit over here. I don't see it though. Alright, now hopefully we can get some work done with no issues. is this? Wait, can't hear the game. Hold on. It appears to be working properly. What's the deal now? Hold on. Probably has to deal with this. I guess. Okay, so some settings probably messed up over here. Yeah, it's dark thing here. Wait, can y'all hear the game? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can hear the game just fine. But I can't. Weird. Hold on. This is an easy fix. Might take me a moment to sort it out, but yeah, it's usually an easy fix. Like, done. Okay, if I switch it to this, is it still... See, it doesn't pick up the audio on the Elgato thing. Huh. Yeah, so it's either you guys hear it or I hear it. I'd rather you guys hear it, because I still want to listen to my music. Can I increase the stream quality? Is it dumping? Hold on. Max is for me is 720p. That's what I have it set to. Should be running. Yeah, 720 is what I have it set to. Yeah, I know, but the thing is my hardware won't run it at that. It struggles to run it at 720. It's 60 FPS. Unfortunate. Doesn't make any damn sense, but that's just what I have to work with, so you can either deal with it or move on. Because I don't have any options. I gotta deal with what I got. I still can't hear it. It's fine. Let's crash that truck. No, I'm not gonna crash it. I can't hear the audio of the game. It's fine, but that's just what I got to deal with right now. I've been having nothing but audio issues. At least now it's working. You guys can hear it just fine. I'm also running a VPN too on my stream to secure it. So if there are any frame drops, that's probably why. I might have to dial some settings back. I think you're smoking the special magical grass. I'm not. Yeah, you guys can hear it. I like my shit to be secure, that's why. No, nobody's after me. I just know that if you don't have your shit secured when you're live streaming, someone can DDoS you. Yeah, probably not. Still doing the same shit again. I don't know what the fucking deal is with this fucking thing, dude. I really fucking don't. It just keeps randomly turning the fucking volume down. I don't know why. I've literally done everything I can think of that. I don't know what else to do. I know I need to fucking get that fucking working again. Hold on. It's on my end. On your guys' end, everything is working fine. On my end, I'm having issues. I don't fucking know why. It's retarded. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Mm-hmm. Several times. Same thing happens every time. Probably, probably gonna have to do that. I'm trying to stay calm and not get mad, but it's hard not to because it acts fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. Probably. I've had this one for a while. It's been a good computer. Hold on. Just did it again. I think I know why it's doing it though. I think I know why. The cable is that hooks into this mic is a little janky, so it probably needs a new cable. Yeah, I can. With the hardware I have, I can record 1080p. I've been able to live stream 1080p, but I don't know, I'm gonna adjust some settings here in a second. Hopefully it doesn't completely fuck my stream up. I'm hoping it doesn't. Probably going to. Yeah, I need to get a new cord for this fucking thing. Unfortunately, I had planned to go do some shopping tomorrow anyways. It is what it is. That should solve the problems I'm having with the audio just randomly turning down. I don't know why it's doing that other than the cord might be a little fucked up and it's sending some weird fucking signal. I don't know. All I know is right now, I just don't give a fuck. The mic, the thing is, there's not really anything wrong with the mic itself. The quality of the mic is fine, like the audio, it's fine. It's just the cable that connects it. Like, I can slightly bump it and then it'll disconnect. It is 2:12 a.m. That's what time it is. So you're also in the central time zone. Nice. But the USB cable that it takes, you know those PS3 controllers, how the USB port on those look? That's what cable it takes. Yeah, I'm from the U.S. But I assume that if it was the same time for you, that you were also in the Central Time Zone. Because that's where I'm at. Yep, I'm out of Missouri. Southern Missouri. I lived in southern Missouri and northern Arkansas most of my life. I've been to parts of Tennessee, Kentucky, even been in Florida for a little bit, Illinois. You're from Canada. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so you're somewhere within that time zone. I don't know that I can't talk right. I had a seizure recently, so my tongue's still a little fucking sore in Ontario, and my fucking tongue hurts a little bit, so I have moments where I like trying to fucking deal with that, and then my saliva glands are going fucking crazy because my tongue is sore, and my body's like, I need to protect myself. Yeah, it's really fucking hard to deal with. It sucks. Other than that, I'm alright. You had surgery? Damn, dude. That's rough. They no, don't, I know it's not, but it has menthol, and menthol actually does help a little bit with the pain, believe it or not. I have some mouthwash that has menthol in it, and it actually does help a little bit with the pain. As for the disorder itself, I know it's not helping with that, but stress reducer. Stress and lack of sleep is really the main issues that I have that cause my problem. Can't really avoid stress that much. It's kind of hard to avoid lack of sleep because I have fucking insomnia. I did get plenty of sleep today though, so don't worry about that. I've gotten plenty of rest. Yep, I traveled too. I had to take this week off because of that. Sucks, man. Here lately, every like 3 months, I've been consistently having them. Taking medication and everything for it. Doesn't fucking matter. Still. Now what we're doing is we're adjusting the dosage of my meds. Instead of 1,000 milligrams a day, it's 1,500, 500 in the morning when I get up, and then 1,000 at night. We're going to try that because that's usually when they happen. That's what they told me to do. That's usually when they happen, is whenever I'm like laying down about to relax, or I'm laying down relaxing. And then I end up having a fucking seizure. Every time. It doesn't matter what I do. Every time. fuck am I doing? Oh yeah, I need this tractor. That's right. What do I take for stress? What do I do for stress? Doing this helps me de-stress. This helps. Every once in a while, I have one of those THC ones I use every once in a while that helps. I probably should use it a lot more, but I don't. Just because I don't like to feel like, how do I explain this? Whenever I get stoned or whatever, the reason behind my stress, life. Literally. That's it. Life. Life, dude. Just life. And then also the fact that most of my seizures happen in my sleep, so when I'm like winding down, my brain doesn't want to let me go to sleep because I'm afraid I'm gonna fucking mute me. That and just not really money problems, man. Just I really don't know how to explain it. It's hard for me to explain. There's a whole lot of shit going on in my life. It's not really money problems. It's my job that I work now pays good, so money's not an issue. I have some family issues that have been ongoing ever since my mother died. The night I pulled the plug, I had a seizure that night. Well, me and my sister pulled the plug. I had a seizure that night. Then there were some disputes between my mother's boyfriend and her that caused a whole bunch of chaos in the arrangements with the funeral. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, I almost got into a fight with some of those people because my fucking sister lied to me. She lied to me about what she was doing with the money I was giving her, that she was supposed to take and pay for my mom and whatnot. And then I used to be able to see my nephews every summer, and now I can't, because they used to go to my mom's every summer. Well, my mom is no longer here. And me and my sister, because of what she done, aren't exactly on speaking terms either, so it's it's very stressful. Having to deal with something like that, it's a lot. And then dealing with my own issues in the process. Trying to get my health sorted out. Trying to make sure that I don't fucking die randomly. It definitely takes a toll on me. Like, I don't really feel it. That's the thing. Like, when it comes to like stress and stuff, like, I'm emotionally numb in a sense. Like, I know people come and go, man. I've had people come into my life and leave several times, man. I know it's part of life. Yeah, I did everything I could to try to get that situation sorted out. But it just became too much bullshit to deal with, and I had to distance myself from it. just spoke to her recently. Didn't really say much, other than she asked me if I had given any money to the funeral home for my mom, and I said no, I haven't yet, because I've been trying to fucking sort out my life ever since I had that seizure and ended up losing my job at the last place I fucking worked at. Then I was working somewhere else and they fucked over my hours too. And for a moment it was money problems. It's not really so much money problems anymore. But then I was also dealing with that stupid shit. Which is just annoying as fuck. Yeah. Dude, I talk to God all the time, man. I'll sit outside and have hour-long fucking conversations with him. And it's nothing. I know who I am as a person. It's not really like a self-loathing or self-hatred thing either. It's just every time someone in my fucking life, a lot of the people that I've loved or had love for, they always bring me some kind of pain, except for a few people. My little sister, my two friends that I live with, my aunt. I know this situation is not my fault. It still angers me a little bit. Because you would think that in the case of trying to get somebody buried, especially if it's your mother, that, you know, that particular person would have some fucking decency. And they did. It's like, this is our, mother, so it's like, I trusted her to deal with a lot of stuff, and she didn't. So I've just kind of left everything to her. Like, you know what? You wanted to start this whole fucking mess. You wanted to stir up this whole shit. You wanted to cause all these fucking problems. You fix it. I tried to help you fix it. All you did was get me in some shit, so you fix it. I'm done. That was how I dealt with that situation. So, wait, I think this goes over fertilized. Hold on. Yeah, it is. It's good to go. I don't have to fertilize this one. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, I know. The thing is, man, is I normally don't hold grudges. For the most part, I don't. It's a really, like I said, it's a really complicated. Exactly. I just said, fuck it. Just left that whole fucking situation, because I can't deal with it. Exactly, and that's why I've been doing this. I've been live streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I've been doing all this stuff because this is what makes me happy. What makes me happy is working. I know people don't care. Sometimes those people are blood related to you, unfortunately. I come from a fucked up family. There's only a few people in my family that are actually normal. Myself, or as close to normal as normal can get. Myself, my aunt, my uncle, my two cousins, my little sister. That's pretty much it. Everyone else, that's fucking issues. And that's why I don't really talk to them. Because I ain't got time for that bullshit, man. Even then, it still kind of stings a little bit. And then when my mother passed away, it's one of those things where it's like me and my mom didn't have the best relationship either. A lot of times she put her men before me and my sister. She coddled my sister, treated me like trash, and I don't know, man. And in the end, while her favorite child was causing all the chaos, I was the one that stepped in and tried to sort the whole fucking thing. So I think maybe there's still a little bit of anger there too. I know what I'm about to say might sound messed up, but I didn't really cry when my mother passed away. I was hurt by it, but it's like she wasn't really there for me. Pretty much most of my life I had been for myself, and I just, like, that soft spot that should be there for her is just not there. I don't hate my mom. It's just like it's weird because whenever I think about it, it's like I don't really feel anything. It's hard to miss something that you are who you are. Expectations always hurt. Yes. And this is why I've learned in life to never set expectations for people. And this is what I've been trying to teach my little sister. She's been going through some shit recently too. I've been telling her to not expect people to have the same moral code as you. Because when you set that expectation and then they don't achieve said expectation, you get hurt. Because you expect them to be here, but in reality they're here. You have the bar set here for yourself, but everyone else's bar for themselves is here. I've learned that lesson the hard way several times. The next step that I found out is just not give a fuck. Fuck everybody's opinion. Not expecting anything. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst is essentially what I said. And I've learned, like I said, I've learned that lesson the hard way. And also, just don't give a fuck about anyone else's opinion. Not really. I probably should, I'll be honest. I do get outside and work and whatnot and lift a bunch of heavy shit. I live out in the country, so it takes a lot of work to maintain the property out here. So I do lift heavy shit occasionally. I go outside, and then the job that I'm doing now, I'm climbing up and down ladders, constantly moving quickly, shit like that. And there is a weight thing outside my house. What I do is I just use the anger to push myself when I'm at work. Because honestly, that's one of the things that makes me happy, is work. Having something to fucking do to occupy my mind. Whenever I don't have a job and I'm not working, or That's what really makes me like unhappy. In the words of Big Sean in that song "Blessed," "Fuck a vacay, I feel better at work." Like, obviously, this I'm doing this for fun. I enjoy doing this, but this is, in my mind, a form of work because I'm recording something, I'm putting it out on the internet in order to gain subscribers and build a channel. Yeah, I've been working on that. I've been uh I've been mixing a lot of fucking, healthy food in with my diet, and the reason the reason it's kind of hard for me to do that sometimes. Um, yeah, go to the. You'll be tired. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I used to exercise a lot. I don't really get. The thing is cardio. I don't really get tired as much as I used to, because I've been eating healthier. I've been balancing out my diet a lot better. So instead of eating garbage all the time or whatever, whenever I'm on the road and I go out and travel, I can't stream every day. That's the thing. I work on the road, man. I get, I have some free time this week because, well, I had a seizure, so I was at home recovering. I'm also gonna start investing in some like supplements and stuff like that, like vitamin C, shit like that, or like some kind of drink mix or something like that to help me get some better stuff in there for sure. I've heard some. Oh god. I tried to talk while I was exhaling. That was dumb. Cardio and strength training. I could definitely do it. I just have to put my mind to it. He said, "Put the vape and shit." Yeah, I probably should do that. For sure. God damn. Caught on this fucking hole. You serious? I've never gotten caught on that before. I used to, yeah, that's the thing. When I'm on the road, I don't really do much. I just ride in a van for a couple hours, go to a location, get in the fucking room, get comfortable, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, go do my job at the fucking store or wherever we're going, hit the road again. That's literally what we do. And in between that, we gotta stop and get food. See, here's the thing, man. Exercise and cardio and all that stuff's important too. I know that. I have a hobby. This. This is my hobby. Gaming is my hobby. Fuck, what was I gonna say? See, I got distracted. Yeah, I can do it on the road as well. Um, the thing is, it's like I can't really bring all of my stuff with me. Even if I did, the fucking internet in some of those places is fucking terrible and I wouldn't be able to live stream. I could probably fucking, I could probably record some of this shit. But, the thing is dieting is like 75% of it. You can't out-train a bad diet. So before I even start doing that, I gotta work on my fucking diet. You ask anybody who's done any kind of weight loss, anything, like, dieting is part of it. Sterling? Okay. I might look into it. I just know that dieting is a big part of, yeah, that's the thing. You can do all the cardio and strength training you want, but if you have a shit diet, it's not going to matter. Especially if you're trying to lose weight, get healthier, and you can't out-train a bad diet. You overthink, you'll never do anything. I'm not overthinking it. That's the thing. I'm just not stupid. I already know what I need. Obviously, you need vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin B. I think vitamin E is also good. You need a good source of probiotics and stuff like that. Protein, that's another thing, protein. Probably, if you're wanting to build muscle faster, creatine is another good thing. That is if you're really wanting to see some results quick. I've done it before, because I used to be way smaller than I am now. So I know I can do it. Just have to fucking do it. I don't always have time, that's what makes it hard. Believe it or not, when I was in, I know people who do intermediate fasting, have 2 meals a day. Yeah, that's another thing too. Obviously, limiting the amount of calories that you intake. Even then, as I said, if you really want to see some results, balancing out your diet is going to be very important. What I used to do when I was younger, I used to lift weights and do push-ups and crunches and shit like that. What I used to do, believe it or not, the only thing I used to eat was a fried bologna sandwich and mustard. Whenever I did a workout, I ate one of those, and I wouldn't eat a whole lot during the day. Not even kidding. What the fuck they put in that shit? That shit was... I also used to ride a bike all the time. Maybe I need to get another one of those. Get another bike. Go riding. I live out in the country. There's plenty of fucking back roads I could hit. There's my cardio right there. I have a bike around here somewhere. I gotta fucking get it fixed up because it's been outside and fucking rust. I'm gonna see how much it would cost to repair it, and then if it's cheaper to just buy a new one and fix it, that's what I'll do. But there's plenty of roads that I can go down in that little line of that. There's like 2 miles of stretch between here and town, and then back roads that go everywhere through this area. I used to feel a lot better when I used to ride a bike. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. I used to do it every day. Get outside and ride a bike. I would like to find somebody to ride with at some point. That would be nice. Or I can just ride it alone. I don't mind that. Put my fucking headphones in and then just... I have one of those Ozark trail backpacks, so if I needed to keep some water or something on me, I could do that. Some electrolytes, shit like that, all that good stuff. I could easily pull that off. And here's a good thing. Where I live, it's starting to cool off. So the air is not going to be so freaking heavy because the humidity is going to be low. So it's not going to be damn near impossible to fucking breathe. That's another thing. Where I live, I mean, like the temple will have stress level problems. Body will produce not happy. Exactly. So that's the thing I do. You think I get up and I go to work and I do all this stuff for anybody else, or I'm doing this live streaming shit for anybody else or doing it for me? I won't. You don't care about others until you're like... Another thing, you say that I don't... You're saying that like I don't love myself or something, but like I have some kind of self-loathing. I don't. Forgive, that's one of the things I'm having a problem with, is forgiveness. That's what gets me, is like once somebody pisses me off, it takes me a while to let it go. That's what it is. It's probably why I'm so damn stressed out about stuff. Gotta be honest with you. It is. Yeah. Usually takes a while for me to get pissed off. once I'm there, I'm there. Like, somebody can do a lot to me. And I can put up with a lot. I can tolerate a lot of shit. But once I'm fed up, I'm fed up. At that point, get more into live streaming and helps you. Yeah, see, I would live stream at the gym, but like a lot of gyms now, at least in my area, have policies against like recording and stuff in there because of some of the bullshit that's going on the modern landscape of the internet. I would have a gym buddy if I wanted to go to the gym. My little cousin Mason, he goes to the gym a lot. So if I ever wanted to go to the gym and whatnot, I can figure out where he goes, and then when he goes, I can go with him. So I would have a gym buddy. That wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, definitely. I'll definitely try to do that at some point, but it'll have to be during a time whenever I'm home. I could have went with him this, that's the thing, man. Even if I wanted to do that, I can't. I gotta get up, I gotta go to work, I gotta do this, gotta do that. And I usually carry a GoPro with me, but all other places I go to, some of the hotels have gyms and some of them don't. So it's like hit or miss. But when I'm home, I can. But here's the thing, if I go to the gym, yes it does. So you think I can just leave work at any time and go to the gym? Wake up, Ryan. I am not running 10 miles. I don't have that kind of stamina. Max I could probably do is 2, and then after that, I have been able to cross 2 miles, I think it was like, 2.2 miles in 27 minutes. The military standard is 2 miles in 20. So I'm not that far off. Thing is I'm not in as bad a shape as people think. Some people look at me and they're like, yeah, you must be in really bad shape. No, I'm not. 70 to 75% of my mass is muscle. I'm not like fucking morbidly obese. I can still move. I just don't unless I have to. .2 miles, this is my record, 2.2 miles in 27 minutes. Like I said, the military standard for 2 miles is 20. So I'm only 7 minutes off. So as for the shape that I'm in, not doing too bad. Is there room for improvement? Yes. There's always room for improvement. Thing is if I start doing some exercising or something, a happy hormone in the body. thing is, if I start doing any kind of exercising or something like that, I'll be honest with you. See, this is what's so weird about me. Is I'm an introvert, but I have extrovert energy, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's like, I don't go out of my way to be around people, but when I'm around a lot of people, I actually do pretty good. So like I said, I don't like being around people, but when I'm around people, I do alright. It's so weird. It's like an introvert with extrovert energy. But I don't like being around. I don't like being around people. That's the one thing that gets me, is being around a bunch of random people. It's just not my particular thing. I live out in the country, so if I really wanted to build some muscle or do some strength training, there's plenty of things that I could do to do that. Have you ever seen some of those people that live out in the fucking country in fucking rural America? They toss hay bales all the time. I could have a job like that. I also have a weight thing outside of my house, a pull-up thing. As for my cardio, I'd get a bike. But as I've said before, I have my cousin Mason. I might ask him one of these days if he wants to go for a ride with me. See about helping him get a bike and then go for a ride. Definitely. Yeah. See, the reason I said running every single day for 21 days. This is the perfect time of year to do that too. It really is. Because I'm not doing that shit in summer. Where I live, I am not doing that in summer, and here's why. The air is so humid. The air is so fucking humid where I live. It is almost fucking impossible to breathe when you start doing any kind of work in the summer. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter. You get out there and you start lifting some heavy shit, you start working hard in the fucking summer. Where I live, you'll fucking die. Your sweat has nowhere to go. It's like 95 fucking degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes there's some days where it's 100 degrees Fahrenheit with the heat index of 105 to 117. The humidity is like 60 to 80, sometimes even 90 something percent. And the air just, it feels like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain what it's like to breathe in the air. It's not good, I know that. Fucking awful. Yeah, you live up in Ontario. I'm sure it gets humid up there. Because I got a friend that lives over in Montreal and Quebec, and he says in the summer it gets really fucking humid up there. It's really hard to breathe when the air is like that. Now, if it was warm and the air was dry and not as moist, it wouldn't be as heavy, and I'd probably be able to breathe a little bit better in those conditions. But when the humidity gets up there, oh my god. It's just don't. Yeah, it's really humid. But I go early in the morning. Yeah, early in the morning. That is yeah, early in the morning it's good, but after it hits like 7 or 8, maybe 9 o'clock, it's fucking miserable. Bad. I went out and did some work with a friend of mine recently. Um, he's doing some yard work, and we was going to cut down this we was going to cut down this fucking yard, and the grass was like just over waist high on me. I'm 5'8", so you do the math. Pretty much half of my height, just over half. It was super thick, and we was using push mowers. I was out there for like 4 hours, and I had to stop because it got so bad that like I couldn't hardly fucking see straight. I couldn't breathe. Um, I stopped sweating, which means I was dehydrated, and I almost had a fucking heat stroke. So yeah, around here when it gets like that, it's usually August is the worst. August is the worst fucking month ever out of all of them. It was bad. Like, I was pushing myself too. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I was out there for 4 hours barely doing shit. No, I was hustling. But it was so fucking hot. Even he started to have problems at one point. And then there was another day we was out there in the front yard, and we pretty much had the same conditions. Me and him both was out there for like 2.5 hours, and we both had to stay down. Because he started to feel dizzy as well. Yeah, that's the heat. It's, I don't know what it is. You know, some people say it's climate change. I don't really know. It's always been miserable around here in the summer, so I can't really tell the difference. Every time the summer comes around, it's always miserable. It's been that way since I was a kid. Spring's alright. I can deal with spring and fall. I don't like summer and winter. Yeah, that's another thing. That's what I was basically saying. I know part of it is some of the food I was eating. I've definitely started to feel a whole hell of a lot better since I started balancing out my diet a lot more. Instead of eating just, strictly meat and stuff like that, or processed stuff, I throw some fruit, some veggies, shit like that in there. It's definitely been helping me a lot. But that's what I'm saying. Dieting's part of it. Like, I've noticed the difference whenever say, when I'm on the road, if I eat something like Subway, and then I sleep for like 4 hours and get up and go to work, versus if I eat something like Wendy's or McDonald's and do the same thing, I notice the difference. So, dieting is definitely a very, very important factor. You can lift, heave, hoe, and do all the shit you want to do, but if you ain't dieting, If you got a shit diet, you ain't. And good luck. Yeah, see, I try to I try to go for yeah, I definitely want to start doing that at some point. I think what I'm gonna do at some point is I'm gonna start working on like some kind of meal prep stuff. Like the only meat that I'm gonna eat is like fish, and then I'll have like vegetables and stuff like that. And then however many days I'm gonna be going on a trip, I'm gonna prepare that amount of food. And then whenever I go on, on the trips, I'll have those foods in like little boxes or whatever, or containers. And then that'll be my food for that day. Like I'll have something to eat in the morning, something to eat when I'm going to bed. But that's probably the route that I'm gonna go at some point for sure, because I know if I don't, like when you're on the road, you don't have many options. Like you don't have a lot of options when you're on the road. But the healthiest thing I can think of to eat, if I was going to go anywhere to get any food from any place, is Subway. Alright? Probably the healthiest fucking thing that you can eat is Subway. When it comes to fast food or whatever, everything else is garbage compared to that. And I know that from my own fucking experiences. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Another idea I just had. One thing I could do too, if there was a Chinese restaurant or something like that, probably get some decently healthy food from there too. Sauteed vegetables, yeah, that's definitely good. Vegetables are always good. Thing is you got to be careful how much vegetables you eat. Because one time I took and fixed, like I ate one meal in this entire day. What I did is I took some vegetable nibbling and I cooked the whole plate of it, covered the whole plate in, and I ate it. You definitely want to throw some kind of like meat or some kind of solid food or whatever in there. Because if you don't, you'll get the runs. Not even kidding. I cannot tell you how many times I had to run to the fucking bathroom because it was just going through. I felt better. The next day, I felt a lot better. And my gut did not like that. Mm-mm. At all. Did not like it. That's one thing I learned the hard way. Yeah, so that's something I gotta look into. I've heard alu gobi or whatever, I can't pronounce that. Is really good. I know what that is. I'm not exactly an expert on that, but I've heard of it. Saute some onions, tomatoes, green chilies, ginger, garlic, cilantro. Put some salt, chili powder. Then I cook these things along with it. What? Oh, my shit was getting stupid. Alright. Fresh veggies, not frozen. Okay. Alright. I've already been looking into some of that stuff, though. I think one thing I'm definitely going to look into at some point, just out of curiosity, so I've seen a lot of people that I follow on YouTube talk about it. AG1. I say it's good for your gut health. I'm definitely going to try to get some of that stuff and try it out and see what happens. Alright, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Once in the morning to place all my favorite players and hope to win thousands. Hey man, I wish you the best. Thank you for the words of encouragement, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate you for tuning in. Hope you sleep good, man. Bye, man. Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to going skating with my little sister tomorrow. This ought to be interesting. I missed a little patch right there. Alright. I need to go fill this up. Yeah, so here's the thing. If I'm gonna do any kind of exercise or anything like that, I gotta find a way to make it fun. So for cardio, bike. I love going fast on two wheels. Alright, we got one more field to plant. Let's get her done. Man, I'm just picturing what's gonna happen tomorrow when I'm with my little sister skating. I'm gonna do fine. I haven't skated in a while, but I got it. It's like riding a bike. You don't really forget how to do it. Maybe I should put my Snapchat up here, because I'm going to be recording some of it on my Snap. But my, excuse me. Hold on, let me turn this music down. My Snapchat username is not the same as my, YouTube username. I also posted something on my Snap I think is pretty funny. So, you guys have seen that movie Friday, right? If you haven't, go watch it. Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. those two together is just hilarious. Anyways, oh, my elbow just popped. On my snap, I said, if you guys are having a bad day at work, having a hard time doing something, or find yourself in a situation where you're afraid, always remember this motivational quote. And there's a clip from that movie where Debo is talking to Smokey, and he's like, he left his window open, let's go in there. Smokey's like, no, I ain't trying to go in there, I'm on probation. And he looks at Smokey and goes, stop being a bitch and come on. So I took that clip of him saying, stop being a bitch and come on. And put that after me saying it. It was funny. I thought it was funny. Always remember this motivational quote. Stop being a bitch and come on. That's what I tell myself whenever I'm having a moment where I'm like, I don't want to do this or this. That plays in my head. Stop being a bitch. It works. That and using anger as a fuel. After everything that's happened in my life, I got a lot of anger. Anger and adrenaline are like the two most common feelings that I feel. Like, it's so weird because it's like, on the surface, I'm not a hateful person, but like, anything negative in my life, or any negative feeling, fear, regret, shame, remorse, sadness, all comes out in the form of anger. And then everything else is adrenaline. It's just the way I am. Here's the exercise that someone taught me years ago. Alright? When something makes you angry, alright? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to close your eyes, breathe slowly, like you're about to meditate or something like that. Visualize a jar. Visualize putting that anger in a jar. And then, you know when you open a bottle of or like a soda or something like that, and it goes psh, just visualize cracking it a little bit till you hear that psh. Works for me. That's what I do. Hold up, I need to change my music around. There we go. That'll work. Alright. Let's ride. That won't be till 7 p.m. tomorrow whenever I start going to do that. But, for those of you watching right now, if you guys want to see any of that, you'll have to add me on Snap. But my username is SaintJoe223. I'm kind of a weather nerd too, so if there's anything going on with the weather, I know about it. And I posted on my Snap. That's why the background from my avatar is lightning. I pay attention to the weather a lot. The serious thing, I didn't really want to put that out there because I try to keep. This is like, how do I say it? My professional life in a sense, but it's also a hobby, so it's kind of weird. And then that is like personal in a way. But I don't mind telling you guys that, because if there's something going on with the weather, that's usually where I put something like that. I don't know how to read the fucking the meso scales or none of that shit. I know how to read radar signatures. I can tell what something's gonna be like based off the radar signature. And also stepping outside. I'm pretty good at observing clouds too. You know, whenever Hurricane Helene was smacking into Florida and going through the path it was going through, I watched it develop. I checked it at 4 something in the morning the day before it made landfall, and then that night I checked it again, and it went from being essentially a hurricane signature in the ocean to a hurricane signature in the ocean and a big ass fucking blob of clouds all the way from fucking Florida to Ohio. It's crazy. It was a crazy thing to watch. All the way to southern Ohio. If I can find some of those pictures, I might pull them up on stream to show you guys. One of the craziest things I ever saw. I even got to talk to someone who lived through it, man. What they told me was pretty much exactly what I expected. Not even kidding. Exactly what I expected. Now the people that lived there, some of them were caught off guard. I knew it was bad. Because here's the thing, if you paid attention to the weather radar when that storm was hitting, which I do, anytime there's any kind of weather events or anything going on, I'm looking at it. One of the most intense things I've ever seen on the radar. Okay, so how the color coding on the radar usually works is you'll have a light green, a darker green, a yellow, a red, and then you'll have like purple. Purple usually means hail. The entire structure of that storm on the radar was red. And the stuff that was branching out up to Ohio was like a light green and green. First thing I did when it happened was I went and I messaged a friend of mine just to see if he was okay. Thankfully, he lived in Orlando and not in Tampa, because Tampa Bay it was bad. Even in Tennessee, it was bad. It was still a tropical depression when it got to Tennessee. Which is just crazy. But the good news is everyone is, for the most part, okay. They're in the process of rebuilding. There's been a lot of like private organizations and stuff like that. The governor of Florida has been helping out. So things are looking up. Except for one thing I did notice when I was looking at some of the models and some of the stuff with the radar. It looks like they got some more rain on the way and potentially another storm. Like, not Category 4 or Hurricane Helene status, but like tropical depression status maybe. Which I think on the high end it's like 38 miles an hour sustained winds, because from 39 miles an hour to 73, that's tropical storm. Alright, we'll get that done. We're gonna go fill this up, and then we're gonna put some diesel in this, and then we're gonna fertilize the fields one last time. Alright. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. Hopefully you can. That was the image I captured when I was monitoring Hurricane Helene. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's crazy. I said I was gonna show you guys. And that was the one that made landfall. I was right about one thing. I said that storm was gonna dump a shit ton of water. I just didn't know where. I thought it was gonna hit where I was at. I'm grateful it didn't, but I thought it was gonna. I got some rain from it, but nothing like North, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, and Tennessee did. And Florida. Can't forget about Florida. Let me see if I can find another picture right quick while we're doing this. Hold on. This right here is what it looked like after it went through Tennessee. Hold on. I'm trying to get it right. The fucking reflection of the light. Hold on, let me turn this light off. Alright, I gotta download these images. I'm gonna send the pictures on Xbox to you, man. Alright, so now I need to go to add the image. So that's the first one. Alright, I'm gonna open up these pictures, guys. I want y'all to see this. This is the shit that I captured. I should be able to pull all these up. Okay, so this is the first one. This was when the storm was first making landfall. Alright. Yep, 9/26/24. Looks like it's going and the back is feeding the front like I thought it would. And somebody else that I talked to that was actually in this storm over in North Carolina and whatnot confirmed that it did stall out over them and maintain a lot of power. So I predicted that just with the radar image. 4:40 a.m. That's what it looked like at 4:40 a.m. on the same. It was the same night that I took this picture, so it was the 27th of September. And this was also on the 27th. This is after it went past Tennessee. But when I looked at it on AccuWeather, early that morning, before this happened, when it was still in the water, before this blob popped up on the radar, that you see going all the way from Florida to fucking Ohio, before that, it was, when it was in the ocean, that entire center was red. And then I found out it was at category 4 strength. I captured a lot of this shit. So if you have Snapchat, that's where I took all those images and posted them. Saint Joe 223 is my username. My name on there is Saint Joseph. I don't know why I chose that name. I can't really tell you why. I could have just went with Werewolf, but kind of created that Snapchat with the mind to like help people in a sense. And I guess this is my way of doing that. Apparently I'm good at predicting certain shit with the weather, and I post all of it there. I could post some of it on YouTube, but it's just, I can do it faster that way. Because it doesn't take that much time to take a picture, type something up, click send, do that, and it's much faster. But yeah, that whole fucking thing was crazy. To see all that play out, and then actually talk to people who lived through it, and then them say that the system actually stalled out over them, and I was like, oh, it looks like it's stalling out. I didn't even know if I was right or not. I was. And I figured all of that out. just by reading a radar signature. I knew it was going to be bad whenever they said it was the most powerful, I think they said the most powerful storm to hit the Big Bend area of Florida. When they were saying that, because the last storm that hit in the Big Bend area last year was Hurricane Idalia, and that was a Category 3 at its peak. And even that did some damage. This one was a 4. On the high end, 156 mile per hour winds. On the low end, like, I think it was like 139, I believe. I don't fully know the wind ratings of that stuff, I'll be honest, guys. But I know that Category 5 is 157. So a Category 5 storm is 157 mile per hour sustained winds or higher. It's crazy. And that storm maintained a lot of its strength as it moved inland too. I knew it was going to be bad. Watching all that unfold was the craziest thing I ever seen. And then the fact that I had just... What's up, man? The fact that I was somehow right, just... It kind of, like, is a good thing, but it also kind of scares me how good I am at predicting that shit. Like, it's one of those things where it's like a good thing that I can, because if there's anyone who follows me on there or whatever that sees this shit happening, I can warn them. But it's scary for me, because when I'm right about something that fucking destructive, it's like, holy fuck. Like, I don't like being right about stuff like that at all. But that's a hidden talent of mine, is I'm pretty good at reading the weather. I don't even have a license to be a meteorologist, and I could do it. All you really have to do to be able to predict how bad a storm is going to be. Sure, knowing what the mesoscale shit means is important. Alright, that's very important. Being able to read the mesoscale and CAPE, which is the convective available potential energy. That's important. However, what's also important, in my opinion, I think is a lot more important, is being able to read the radar signatures, knowing what the colors and the cloud of the storm or whatever mean. That storm, another thing that made that storm so deadly, you guys saw those pictures, right? Where it was that big ass fucking blob going all the way up from fucking Ohio, like southern Ohio. Gay face boys. Okay. Get the fuck out of here, dude. That's what I gotta say to you. Gay face, blue smiling nose. Sit on it and spin. Better yet, put some spikes on it and shove it up your ass. Okay? Dumbass. Oh, by the way, thanks for the free engagement. I appreciate that. It does help my channel grow. So thanks for the free engagement. You win. Well, I win, you lose. I did. I banned him. If he would have said it once, I wouldn't have banned him. That's the thing. If he would have said it once, I wouldn't have banned him. Wait a minute. Is this field good to go? I think this one's good to go. Yeah. Yeah, if he would have said it one time, I wouldn't have banned him. But he said it multiple times. That's why I got banned. As I was saying. That's what I'm saying, like 20 times? Come on, buddy. Well, obviously that's an over-exaggeration, but... The point being, you did it a lot of times. Had you not have done it, I wouldn't have banned you. But you did, so you get banned for that. Your fault, buddy. Maybe you don't go to somebody's YouTube and start being a fucktard. You get random dumbass people like that on the internet sometimes. Anyways, like I was saying, that big ass blob that was on the radar, the one thing that made that storm really fucking dangerous was that big ass fucking blob all the way from Florida to southern Ohio. So as that storm was turning and going up, it was going into all that fucking moisture and feeding off of it. That's why it was able to maintain so much strength for so long. Because it was literally going into an atmosphere with a shit ton of moisture already there. Most of them are like 13, yeah. Probably still in their mom's basement. I ain't mad about it. It doesn't bother me. But I'm not gonna allow somebody to do that in my chat. Go fuck yourself. Especially when I'm talking about something serious. Like, people lost their lives in that storm, man, and you're saying some stupid shit? Yeah, get the fuck off my channel, dude. I hope Satan Little Nicky's your ass. Which, if you've seen Little Nicky, you know what I'm talking about. Pineapple punishment. That's gonna be you, buddy boy. I hope you enjoy getting a pineapple shoved up your ass for eternity and having to wear a maid outfit and clean up Satan's office for him. Probably give him PJs only once or two. You chose the wrong motherfucker to fuck with, dude. The timing is horrible, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I still would have banned him no matter what. Because he spammed that shit multiple times in the fucking chat. But, like, it's even worse because of the timing. Like, I was talking about something serious, and this guy's like, are you gay, gay face, blue smiling? Was spamming it multiple times in my chat, and I'm talking about a fucking storm that literally killed a ton of people. And you're saying some dumb shit like that in my chat? Yeah. That's ban-worthy. Like I said, people like that, you know what happens to them? They end up becoming Satan's bitch in hell. That was crazy. Is people do stuff like that because they think it's gonna make me mad. No. I'm just gonna ban you. It's the internet. If I don't want to deal with you, I can just hit the block button. It's really not that hard to do. Oh, the timing of you saying you do the same. Oh, when I was talking about the pineapple punishment thing. Yeah, the timing on that was horrible. But the timing on that guy being a fucking troll was also horrible. There's a few things that'll get you banned from my channel. Doing what that fucktard just did, self-promotion or promoting any kind of shit like some of the people do on Twitch, like cheap viewers on this website, or that'll get you banned. And also being a needy bitch. What do I mean by that? Allow me to elaborate. So, what I mean by being a needy bitch is if I'm playing a game that requires my full attention or for me to focus, like if I'm playing Forza and I'm driving fast and I have to be able to make corrections like that, and you're like, hey, how you doing? And I don't respond right away, and you're like, thanks for the ignore, I'm gonna ban your ass. That's the rules. Don't be a troll. Don't self-promote or put spam in my chat. And don't be a needy bitch. Pretty fucking simple. You do either of those, I will drop the ban hammer on your ass so fast you won't be able to see it coming. You won't know it hit you. And you know what? I think that's fair. I think that's 100% reasonable. And if you don't think that's reasonable, there's something wrong with you. Like I said, that's it. That's literally my only thing. If you spam my chat, whether that's like what he was doing, or you put some kind of scam links or self-promotion in it, start being a troll or a needy bitch, I'll ban you. Other than that, don't really have any issues with shit like that. Like, you can chat with me, give me advice or pointers on the game, this, that, and yada, yada, yada. If you have any life advice, or I'm talking about something, and like some of these guys, or this one guy was doing earlier, I'm willing to listen to shit like that, man. But no, dude, the fucking, that's crazy. I hope all the people that died in that storm haunt that guy for the rest of his life. You deserve it, buddy. You know what? Maybe I need to have a thing set up for whenever you join my chat. You know, some people on YouTube have a thing where when you join the chat, it has like rules of the chat or whatever. I need to get that set up. Definitely. Those ain't ready. Man. You know, that reminds me of that one girl that joined my chat randomly. And she was like, she was trying to like flirt with me. And I wasn't taking her advances, because you're a stranger on the internet. For all I know, you could be a dude behind the screen. And you're also a stranger. I don't know you. It's fucking weird. And then she started insulting me. I kept that one going for a little while. I just kept it going. I'm like, is that the best you got? Come on. My little cousin could do better than you. Come on, keep it coming. And after about an hour, I was like, oh, by the way. You know this whole conversation we've been having? Where I've been telling you to continue to insult me and this, that, and yada, yada, yada. You just gave my channel some free engagement. So thank you for doing that, as that's the best way to help my channel grow. I really appreciate you contributing to my channel's growth. Oh, they got so mad they left. They got so mad they left, bro. It was so funny. That's just crazy, though. There's weirdos like that all over the fucking internet, though. I guess she thinks that all men think with their dicks or whatever. And then when she meets one that doesn't, she's like, you must be gay, you fucking fat dick, this, that, and yada yada. Started saying a whole bunch of crazy shit, man. I'm sorry, but VR chat, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's another place you meet a lot of weirdos. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. But yeah, I kept that one going for like an hour. Just kept egging them on, like, come on, insult me more. And after an hour of them spamming my chat with the insults, I finally said that and they got mad. Same thing with this person, and I also banned them afterwards. But all you did was give me some engagement. And then you also got banned. So in the end, who wins here? Me. I win. You lose. You played yourself. Put a quarter in your ass. You just played yourself. I love the game, but there is a lot of, yeah, VR chat is definitely a hub for weirdos, unfortunately. Alright, we're refueled. Let's go get some work done. VR chat is all kids. There's some adults in there. You've never watched The Boys on YouTube. Those guys were clearly adults. There's adults on there. It's a cesspool of weirdos. You could make the argument that it's mostly kids. I don't know. I don't get on VR chat, so I can't say whether that's true or not. But to say that there's no adults that get on there, I highly doubt that, buddy. Oh, it's not. Yeah, there are a lot of kids on there. There's definitely a lot of kids who play on VR chat. Well, I don't understand some of the people who have those fucking avatars that you told me about, man. Which we won't go into detail on stream, but if you've ever played VR chat, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, 13 or older. Best to use VR, because if you're younger, just, can it like damage your eyes? Isn't that what you said at one point in time? If you're not like 13 or older, the VR thing can damage your eyes. Mess up your eyebrows. Autocorrect is happening. You mean like the part of your eye that like closes and opens? Your pupil? You must be talking about the pupil. I think that's what you was trying to say. Quest 3 is good and all, but wearing those headsets gets tiresome. Yeah, I've worn one before. After like an hour or two, I want to take it off. Eye growth. Interesting. Didn't know that. For my wheel, it's a Logitech G920. I even have the H pattern. trying to do two things at once, and it's not really working out my favor. I'm trying to change my music and drive at the same time. It's really not helping. There we go. I don't know either, but that don't make no sense to me either. I don't know how autocorrect got eyebrows for my growth either, but that's just autocorrect sometimes. It just don't make any sense. Okay, before I continue this, I need to get this thing. Say about that one either. Alright, we're gonna make a few more passes and then we're gonna come back and dump this thing. We should be able to make another lap. That's more like it. Yeah, I don't like typing on mobile either. That autocorrect is annoying. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it makes you look like a complete idiot. That's funny. A thing that was made for stupid people also makes people look stupid. The irony. My YouTube music started buffering a little bit. This game and music, man. Sitting here harvesting a field and blasting music. Go dump this thing. Alright. Got a lot more done than I thought. This thing takes forever to done. Definitely looking forward to going skating with Brooklyn tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. I got a feeling she's gonna fall alive. I tried to give her some pointers, but we'll see if any of the information I gave her stays. I haven't done that in a long time. So let's see what happens. Sad music. Not to change it. Or the song. No. Let's play some sad songs. No. I said, no. How about let's not? Oh man. What time is it? 4:28 a.m. I think I'm gonna get this harvest done and then I'm gonna get out. And the only reason I'm saying this is because I need to lay down and get some sleep. Because 7 p.m. today, me and my little sister are gonna go skating. And I'm looking forward to that. I've already put in some preparation for it. I also got some errands I gotta run before that tomorrow too, so I would have been on longer if I didn't have tech issues before all this started. I gotta get a new cable for this thing so it doesn't do it again. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get me a pair of rollerblades. Because me and her plan on going tomorrow and Saturday night as well. Or tonight, sorry. I forget it's already Friday. Tonight and then the night after. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna see if I can't teach her how to skate. And then relearn how to do it myself. I used to be really good at it. It's not that hard to learn. It's like riding a bike. Once you figure it out, you don't really forget how to do it. You just gotta really learn it. Get used to it. And they don't They don't appear to be that expensive either, so might as well. And then I'll have my own. They'll be brand new, and I don't have to question whether the ones I'm getting from wherever I'm going are good. I know the ones I have on are good. Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. See, every time I went with her before in the past, she's always used roller skates, which are different from roller blades. Alright, if you can skate with roller blades, you can ice skate. Alright? It's really not that hard to do. It's just a matter of weight transfer. You gotta keep your center of gravity kind of low. You can't stand up straight and skate, which will just fall over. I know that. Man, I'm gonna be so good. I can already say it. I'm gonna be gone. Zoom. I'm gonna be posting stuff on my Snap too. Definitely. Definitely gonna try to get some recording in. 100%. Don't worry, Matt. If Brooklyn falls, I will record it. She's definitely gonna fall. She wants to do it, but she's also afraid to do it. I don't know. I don't think fear and wanting to do something but being afraid, I don't think those two things actually work out in benefit. I mean, when you're afraid, your reaction time is a lot faster, but sometimes when you're afraid, your reaction is just curl up in a fucking ball, so that doesn't really help. But I was just like her at one point in time. I remember the first time I started skating in that place that we were going to be going. Good Lord, I can't talk later. But that place that we're going to be going, the first time I started skating, I hit that floor so many times. I figured it out, but I hit that floor a lot. Not even kidding. Like, more times than I can count. I hit that floor so many times when I was learning how to skate. You know, when I was younger, I'm surprised that skating rink is still been around for all this time. I'm glad it is. Because that means something that gave me and my little sister go to have some quality time together. Which I've definitely been aiming to do. Just looking on the road. I got some good times, so but that's also why I've been streaming a lot more over this past week. Because I've had my football. Granted, it was due to a medical reason, but I still have my free time to do it. So I'm going to take these last couple of days that I have. And I'm gonna go have some fun. I got 2 hours, 7 a.m. Just escaping my heart to me. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. skates and roller skated was 2019. Sounds about right. So I'm definitely going to be a little rusty, but that doesn't scare me. The worst that's going to happen is I might lose my balance and fall and hit the concrete, which is going to hurt, but I'll be fine. It's not the first time I've hit the ground hard. First time in my life where I ever hit the ground really hard. I was riding a bike. And it was a bike that I had pulled out of the ditch and I had kind of like restored, got it working again. It wasn't in the worst shape, but it had been sitting there long enough where the chain pretty much every moving part of the rest. I had a couple cords of motor oil. I used all of it. I let it sit for a day and then I started fucking it. I cleaned off a lot of the oil, but one area I forgot to clean off the oil. If you've ever worked on a bike with me, I'm saying this because maybe there's some people out there that have it. Alright? In order to tighten the chain, you have to take and grab bolts and pull them back, and then you gotta put some kind of board or something in there, some kind of spacer to hold it, and then you tighten down the bolts. Here's the issue. There was still a thin film of oil in between where the bolt, bolted, and the piece of metal that bolted. So as I was riding, those bolts and whatnot were scooting forward more and more and more and more. Meaning the chain was loosening. So what ended up happening is I get up to about 25, 30 miles an hour, I make a really hard turn, and I start accelerating on a gravel road. And I'm sitting there pedaling. Like, when I say I'm pedaling, I'm pedaling. Like, I'm pedaling ass. Going. And then I remember it. And I'm like, ooh. And then when I go to come down with that next one, going like this, or like this, or whatever. That's what you do when you're trying to pedal down this way. You take the bike and you go this way with it. The chain broke, and all my weight this way, and I hit the gravel and tore up this part of my arm. Hurt like a motherfucker. I couldn't ride a bike for like 3 or 4 days because my arm was tore up so bad it was swollen. First time in my life I ever hit the ground really hard. Surprisingly, I didn't fracture anything or break anything. But I was in a ton of pain. I was like maybe 10 or 11 years old when that happened. Then obviously when I started using skates and trying to learn how to skate, I hit the ground and put it on the street. And no one knew that hard. I mean, I definitely didn't land on a pillow, but that was probably the hardest I ever did hit the ground before. It literally ripped off. Hold on, let me stop. So from like right here to right here, there's a section of skin like that was gone. And now all that's left is a tiny little scar right there. It used to go all the way up my arm. Yeah, when I said it's not the first time that I've hit the ground really hard, I mean it's not the first time I've hit the ground really hard. That, I remember that clear as day. That was the thing. That this shit hurt. You know, some of my friends that I was with at the time, they were church-going folks, which I ain't got no issue with people that go to church. You go to church, fine. I don't go to church, but I do believe in that. Anyways, you know how people are who go to church, they don't like saying curse words, they don't, curse words are said around them. I let out so many curse words, I cannot tell you how many times I say, fuck, motherfucker, son of a bitch, fucking hell, while I was laying on the ground holding on. And they just looked at me like, bruh. Afterwards, one of them was like, was all those curse words necessary? I was like, well, the only thing that come to my mind, it helped me deal with the pain in that scenario. So yeah, in my mind, it was 100% necessary. Thankful that their parents didn't hear me say that shit. It probably would not let me hang around anymore. These bad influences, those bad words. Oh my god. And I'm sorry, but it's just. But that's the difference between me and a lot of people. See, growing up in my family, curse words were not curse words, they were called sentence enhancers. I knew how mad my mom was based off the fact that, or if she cursed at me. So, let me tell you the difference. Let me explain to you what I mean. So, if my mom said, get in here, she means get to a stopping point, what you're doing, and get in as soon as possible. If she said get the in here, that means stop what you're doing right then and there and get in there right now. That was how my parents and people in my family communicated with me. So when I'm around someone that doesn't or isn't used to that or sees it as like bad, it kind of throws me off a little bit. Because I'm like, that bothered you because how? And in my family, it was common whenever you was doing something and something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Or damn it. Or motherfucker, or something like that. Something along the lines of that was said. When something bad happens that's not supposed to happen, that's the first thing that was said. But, I don't know, that's just the way I was brought up. That got me in trouble a lot, doing some of the jobs that I've done in the past, because it's normal to me, but it's frowned upon in like the professional sense. I get it. I understand. But at the same time, when you've been talking a certain way for most of your life, people are spoken to a certain way most of your life, that becomes normal, and it's really hard to not do something you're used to doing. So it's not like I just deliberately go around tossing around egg bombs because I think I'm cool or nothing like that. I don't think it's fucking cool, it's just normal. That's why on Twitch, I have a warning for vulgarity. I use my vape a lot, so there's a thing for excessive use of tobacco. I check all those boxes because I know at some point I'm going to take some fat rips off of this thing and I'm probably going to say a curse word. Just saying. That's why when you click on my screen it says intended for certain audiences. I know myself well enough to know that I'm not going to be able to not. Something's going to happen. It's going to go wrong. Something's going to piss me off. And I'm just going to say some bullshit or something like something's going to happen. Like earlier when I started having tech issues. I believe the first thing I said was, I'm getting mighty fucking tired of this shit. Again, normal. It's normal. I can tell you how many times I've been in trouble doing customer service jobs. That's why I don't do those kind of jobs. I don't know, man. I feel like when you do that kind of work, they almost expect you to be a fucking goody two-shoes. Like you're supposed to be like perfect. Fake. So you want me to be something I'm not. Perfect. Doesn't make any sense. I've had people at my job now. I don't really have to worry about that job right now. Most of the time, I just kind of keep my mouth shut down and say much. But there was one time where I opened my mouth and I said something to someone funny. Some of that cursing necessary. I'm like, oh, you got a problem with curse words? Cock, bitch, cunt, asshole, whore, bitch, slut. And I just... I did that when I was fine. And then someone else chimed in and was like, ain't your mother teach you not to talk like that around a lady? And I'm like, my mama cursed like a sailor. My mother was a sailor. So what are you talking about, dude? If I mess something, if I'm doing a job and I mess something up and someone goes, what the fuck happened here? Like, I'm not just like, oh my god, you said it this way. I'm probably going to reply, well, I fucked up, that's all. That's why I think it's say a curse word without grow up. What are we, like 5 years old? Oh yeah, it's another thing. I'll put my, when I start setting up the rules for my chat, warning, swear zone. Curse words opinion being out. Not kidding. Look on my screen and you got a problem with that. That's also why on YouTube I have not kids. I don't go around promoting cursing. Alright, we're gonna go down this thing. Now we just wait for this to dump. Down with this hill. After that, we're going to that one. Then we can find out what our harvest income is gonna be. I'm getting a wider header for this thing as soon as possible. What's up? Amy, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the chat, stream, sorry. That's good to hear. What part of the country are you from? Or part of the world? I'm doing alright. Other than my tongue being a little sore, I'm fine. Other games too, yeah. It really just depends on whatever mode I'm in. The main games I play are like SnowRunner and this game, but occasionally I'll play other games like, sometimes I'll play Outbreak and Cold War, Modern Warfare, the old Modern Warfare game. Let's see what's another game. There's a bunch. Call of the Wild. I'm trying to think of another. There's shooting games in my library. But it really just depends on what my mood is that particular day when I decide to go down. let's get started. Sometimes it just depends. Sometimes I'll play Minecraft as well. That's another game. Like I said, there's a lot of games that I play, but mainly it's games like Farm Sim, Minecraft, SnowRunner, and The Hunter Follows the Wild. I prefer games that are relaxing. A lot of times whenever I'm live streaming, it's late at night. My friends are in the room next to me, so I try to not play something that's gonna get me amped up to where I'm gonna be like yelling or whatever. Yes, I do. There's a decent amount of content over there too. Beowulf is the name. You mean the game volume is too high? Yep. It also doesn't help that I'm not talking that loud either. As I've said, it's late. But to answer your question, yes, I do have a YouTube channel. It's the same name except without the 288 at the end. It's Beowulf. I have some reaction videos over there of me watching Try Not to Laugh videos, some funny convo with me and my friends, some Call of Duty gameplay, some Roblox gameplay, Minecraft. Yeah, it's 5:04 for us. Currently 5:04 a.m. where I'm at. Are you also in the central time zone? We should be able to get a lot harvested before we have to dump this time. I'm curious to see how much money we're gonna get. We got almost 70,000 liters of soybeans, plus whatever this field's gonna generate. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this works out. at first I was making sunflower oil and well, it wasn't profitable, so I stopped doing that. I'm like, fuck that, I'm growing soybeans. Eventually, once I get enough money, I'll probably swap back to doing that. But I want to get enough money up to get enough fields to where I can make enough money off of it and it not be that big of a deal. Or I'll probably do canola and then make canola oil. Because that was the whole point of me following you on YouTube too. I appreciate it. Welcome to the wolf pack. If you want any recommendations for funny videos to watch on my YouTube channel, check out any of the Matt Saga videos. You'll get a good chuckle. I'm sorry, Matt, but they're funny. Hey man, you're the star of the show on those videos. By the way, Mischief Missile is Matt. Those videos, and if you like just some classic COD gameplay, like I used to be known as Toon-Nader. So basically what I would do is I go around on Call of Duty and blow people up with explosives. Some of those videos are still on my channel. They're funny. It's just a bunch of random out-of-pocket stuff being said between me, Matt, and Cringe, essentially. It's funny. I think you'll get a good laugh at that. You have any links to social where you give updates? I know this might sound crazy for what I'm about to say, but I really don't have any other like socials for this. If there's any updates, it'll be on my community tab on YouTube. I don't use Instagram, Snap, or any of that Twitter to promote or none of that. I have one, but it's not for my YouTube stuff. It's a personal, and I don't post updates for my YouTube channel, but I don't even get on there. I do have Discord. Alright, give me just a minute because I'll have to. I'm gonna put it on my phone. Beerwolf 288. That is my Discord. Yeah, that's my Discord. Okay, let me check it on my phone right quick. Stop. I sent you a message. I said, "Oi." I also added you back. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to dump this thing soon. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna complete this strip right here, and then we're gonna go jump into this truck and then continue down. And while this is dumping, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta pee. I'm about to piss my pants. Alright, let's set this controller right here. Shit. Alright. I'll be back, guys. I gotta go piss right fast. Oof. shit. That almost ended badly. Cha-cha, real smooth, man. Alright. One last strip and then we can find out how much this is gonna make us. Alright, let's go dump this and see what our net profit is. Almost 100,000 liters of crop. Nice. $637,400. That's pretty good. Alright. We almost got $1 million. One more harvest and we'll be there. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for this stream. As I said earlier in the stream, I got stuff I got to do tomorrow. I would have been on longer, but I had some tech issues earlier. I think it's good, but I'm definitely going to be replacing that cable on this thing and probably getting another headset. Not probably just the cable, I don't fucking know. I'll just have to wait and see. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all in the next one. But before I go, I just got one thing to say. Y'all stay up, stay blessed, be positive, and kick misery in the throat, man. Peace.